You may go to the lakes area every weekend in the summer and talk about how wonderful it might be to live there.
It's great to be at the lakes. We got Bryan Buhr, a real estate agent, with us this morning at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Premier Properties. He's a lake area real estate expert. Great to have you here, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
So what should we know about the lakes area?
What you should know is that summer's starting early this year. I was down at my lake this morning. The ice is pretty much off in the smaller lakes, and people are buying. There's some excited, prepared buyers out there. So if you have a property you're thinking about listing, you need to call me today. Call me as soon as this segment is over, because these are the buyers that you want to buy your place. They're excited and they're prepared. They know that to get into their house in May, where everyone wants to be in, they need to be putting contracts together now. So, and I know people want to wait until May or June,
right,
when the grass is green and the flowers all look good for pictures, but if you put a lake property on in June, all those buyers looking through, they're like, oh, I can't get in there till August. And it's a little more him and han and kicking tires. So,
yeah. What are some of the advantages then to living in lakes area?
One of the biggest advantages, especially if you choose to live off a lake, is how much money you can get, or how much of a house you can get for your money. We just listed a property by Cormorant. It's a huge house. It's almost 7 acres, over 4,500 square feet. This house doesn't have a master bedroom. It has its own master wing. So you can close yourself off. I mean, you can have your own private bedroom, private bathroom, private living room. You know, it's great. It really is, and it's $439,000. If that was smack dab in Fargo, it would be significantly more than that.
Right.
It's in the Lake Park School District. They have a brand new school. And that's probably the other biggest thing about living in the lakes area is the smaller schools. I went to school in Frazee. I graduated with about 90 kids in my class. You get to know each other really well. You'll have a teacher that might teach you 7th grade English and then 10th grade English, and then they'll teach your book, and then there may be your coach also. So you get to really know them, and the teachers know their students, and it's just a really good community feeling.
What does an agent need to be knowing about the lakes area, and how does that obviously help your clients?
Yep. The biggest thing, the biggest challenge is also what makes the lakes area so exciting is that every house is so different. I mean, there's very few developments where everything was built at the same time. So especially on a lake, you might see 6 or 7 houses all built during 6 or 7 different time periods, 6 or 7 different styles, and then the lake shore could be very different. I mean, there might be one where you have the nice, gentle slope with the sandy beach that everyone wants. And then just a couple hundred yards down, you may have a little more elevation and weeds and stuff like that. So it's very important to work with someone that knows all of that and can assess that really well. On the buying side, you obviously don't want to overpay. And then when you sell your property, you don't want to overprice your place because it'll just sit there. And obviously you don't want to underprice it because then you're just leaving money on the table.
But do you also work in the Fargo area as well?
Yep, absolutely. I work both areas. It's a huge advantage to have a presence in the Detroit Lakes area and the Fargo area. Our main office, the Berkshire office, is here in Fargo. Especially for a lake property, you want to have a presence in both markets. I mean, if you went to Detroit Lakes in the summer, you don't know if Detroit Lakes in Minnesota or North Dakota, because half of the license plates are in North Dakota, half of them are in Minnesota. So it's really is a big deal. You want to hit both areas.
Best number to reach you at is what?
218-850-2004 is my cell. Give me a call, shoot me a text, and glad to hear from you.
And call them now if you have that lake place you want to sell.
Especially if you're excited. Call me now.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, we'll be...